Hi guys, it's Jeannie McCall again, and I just wanted to share with you something, a dream that I had that was very interesting. And I always have very interesting dreams. I've always been a big dreamer, both in my waking state and my sleeping state. But this one in particular I wanted to share because it's something that has never happened before. There were physical things that happened to me within the dream. So I was at some kind of big house with a group of people, and some of my family was there. My mother and my sister were there, and it was some kind of, I don't know, summer barbecue or something. And there was a commotion outside, and people were migrating to the slider, the patio door, to go see what was going on. So of course I went out there, and it was a UFO, a huge spaceship, like huge. And we could feel like the humming and the vibration of it, and it was just kind of hovering over the house. And it had lights, but they were very faint and almost like coming down in really faint beams, and I think it was like a light pink color. And then it had like circular lights, like you would see from a fireworks. If a fireworks display was this way up in the sky, it was that way, but horizontal. So it had the circular lights. And I couldn't really get a look at it. Nobody was being brave enough to go out on the patio to take a look at it. So, and people were blocking the patio door to get out onto the patio to look at it. So I was like, excuse me, let me through, and my sister was blocking the door, and she was just like frozen, holding on to the sides like this, looking up, just terrified. It's like she couldn't even hear me. So I actually, after trying several times, I actually had to kind of shove her out of the way. And I went out on the patio, and I was the only one brave enough to go out there, and everybody was just, what's going to happen? So I'm out on the patio, and I'm looking up at it, and I just have this intense, awe and curiosity, and I felt like this magnetic pull, like it was almost pulling me across the patio, closer to directly underneath it. So, so that was very interesting. And then later in the dream, I don't know if it left and everybody kind of went their own way or what, but it was kind of almost like a cut to scene. Cut to, I'm sleeping in a bed, and the spaceship is obviously still there, or it came back, and there was that magnetic pull again, but this time it was stronger. And I'm laying on my back on the bed, and I feel it pulling me, and it starts with my head, and I feel like I'm actually, my body is starting to come out of itself. And it started with the head, but I wasn't coming out of myself. I was actually still with my body, and next thing you know, I'm kind of migrating up to the ceiling, and my back is against the ceiling, and I'm looking down. I'm not looking down at myself. I'm looking down at the room, and it's almost like this magnetism was pulling me up towards the spaceship, like pulling me to it. And I think I could have actually gone transparent or gone non-physical and gone through the ceiling and through the house up to the spaceship, but I was too little unnerved by the whole thing to allow that to happen. It was just a little too much for me, and I thought I was ready for something like that, but I guess I wasn't. So I just willed myself back down to the bed. I said, no, this is a little too freaky for me. So I don't want to go through with this. So I just kind of willed myself back down to the bed. So I've been, researching, and I've talked to a few people about astral travel, and I know that this dream had a lot of symptoms of astral travel, where you actually leave your body in your sleep and you go and see and do things. I've never done it. I've been researching it, like I said, but I felt like this was kind of similar to that, the start of that, but then the whole near alien abduction thing as well. And so I'm not really sure what this was. I don't know if this was, I was about to do my first astral travel, or if I was, being summoned by alien beings, or I don't know. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. If there are any dream readers out there, or people that are astral travel experts, leave me a comment or send me a message or whatever you want to do, and I'd love to hear your feedback. I thought it was pretty cool, so, and I'm ready to do it again. I mean, I was in awe, and I was a little scared, but not so much that I wouldn't allow it next time to do it again, because I just have this really innate curiosity. I always have, and I know that I'm protected in whatever I explore. I'm really not worried about my immortality in that aspect, so we'll see what happens. I'll give you an update if I have another one, but share your thoughts and your experiences. I'd love to hear it. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.